Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome to our part two of our Saturday showcase, where we are showcasing duo TTRPGs. I am one of the team members over here at Roll5 GM Justin. You can find me at all my socials at Forever GM Justin, and like obviously you can find me here. But enough about me. Let's talk about the amazing person that is with me today, Erin. Tell us who you
No,
are and where we
stop.
can find you, especially because you're an award-winning GM.
No, we don't talk about
We're gonna talk
Bruno.
about that, yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm Erin My Laundry. I am a Crit Award-winning storyteller for Philly by Night, and today I am here to fall in love with my friend Justin, and I'm so
Aw.
excited.
Big same. So yeah, we are playing the game Not Yet that was developed by Taylor Navarro and Bornar M. They had recently they did the Kickstarter and it came out earlier this summer. And we have it here, and this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do for probably the next couple hours, and we're gonna see where this goes. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna start off with a little bit of our character creation process, so you guys can hear a little bit of what goes into developing the characters. Trust me, it's a lot easier. It's going to go by pretty fast before we actually jump into our actual scenario. But yeah, so Erin, go ahead and tell us at least your character's name. We did bring that up for obviously our overlays today.
Yeah, so my character's name is Max Schrader. I've been on a Breaking Bad binge, and I needed a last name really quick, so I grabbed the first one I could think of that wasn't like the White family, like Walter and Skylar and everything. So I was like, Schrader's good. Their pronouns are they them. They are a emotionally unavailable, headstrong, very cool. I think I'm making them a barista, but I don't know yet, so we'll find out.
For sure.
That's what we've got so far.
Cool. A common theme that I bring in with a lot of my characters, especially out of the D&D realm, is I always choose the last name Ramos. So I'm sticking with that. My character's name is Javier Ramos. He is he him, and I imagine he's going to be a pretty chill, relaxed person who is doing, focusing on either having fun with his friends or with his schoolwork and seeing where his career takes him from there. Yeah, that is the bit that we have right now. I have the rule book pulled up. We do have what is it? Before we go any further, for the audience at hand, part of the way that we're able to play this game is besides developing the character sheet, we're also going to be we're going to be playing with about approximately 6 scenes, and out of those 6 scenes, we're gonna be rolling either starting off with a D12 and working our way down to a D4. And these will be known as our fate dice. We are
Mm-hmm.
looking to see if we can roll the same number together in any one of these scenes. Either one of the first 5 scenes before we get to the final scene, where our characters will meet and hopefully go off and have good times together, or they they part and
There's
they
no
live.
other option.
We hope not. But yeah, and then next what is it? We're gonna pick our tokens,
Yeah.
and our tokens are like in How I Met Your Mother, the yellow umbrella. That represents what is it? The character's relationship is left behind during a build-up scene to allow one
Mm-hmm.
character an opportunity to change the fate die roll, and players decide before which one it is. So, but you're actually going to see as we pick it and what that object is. So, Erin, do you have a token? Do you want a token?
I was gonna roll for the token table.
Okay.
So I got my beautiful dice. We're gonna try this one today. It's my lucky dice eyeball named Ashley.
Nice.
Sponsor me, Blue Sky, and I'm going to roll to see what it is. Oh God, I hope I don't roll ones this whole game. It's a pen.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think the pen would look like? Because this can't be your standard, your standard ballpoint pen. There's something that has to be special about it.
Yeah. I think it is a like a jelly pen, like a gel pen that does not work anymore. You have to like
Oh.
really like push it into the paper, and really all it does is etch, like carve into the paper. Nothing really comes out of it anymore. But I think it is their lucky pen from their horse girl days when they were a kid that they just kept this whole time.
Okay. I think for me, I'm going to choose to take a paperback a book. I think it's going to be a fantasy style book, but it's not heavy on like what you would see with like the Forgotten Realms D&D ones, but more kind of like what is it? The recent ones that came out with the orc and the tiefling. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yes, I'm basing it off of that. That's what I'm picking my token as.
That's so good.
So it's gonna be one that's like he's gonna carry it with him everywhere because it's probably one of his favorite books, but he doesn't show it around a lot, so it's kind of like stuck in there with all of like his other books and other notepads and whatnot. But whenever he gets time to be by himself, he'll actually like pull it out and just like reread it, and you'll see like it's really worn because the amount of time he's gone through.
I love this so much.
Yeah. Okay. Then we'll move into the determination tags. They can be a prompt for our roleplay. There are 5 options within each with their own influence on fate. Bold, destined, fated, forgetful, and resolute. Erin, do any of them look appealing to you?
I want to say maybe bold. Without even like I read all of the things, but I think bold is more like they just put everything out there on the table and whatever happens. So this one is once per game before rolling for a build-up scene, I could reduce the size of both characters' fate dice by 1 to a minimum of a D4, turning a D12 into a D10 or a D8 to a D6, etc.
Nice. Okay. And I think for me, I'm taking the forgetful because that just feels very close to home for me. Where did you get this from? My character can leave the token behind when acting second in a build-up scene. The character acting first must return to the scene and claim it before beginning the next scene.
Oh, I'm gonna take your book. I love this so much. That's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then that honestly is the extent of the character creation. Like I said, it wasn't going to take very long. When Taylor ran this for a stream earlier this year, majority of it, the first beginning half was just developing where they like their characters, what they look like, and then what their situation is before going into the scene. So shout out to Taylor for that, because that was very helpful when it comes to seeing how this was going to play out. But yeah, I think part of what we had discussed with yesterday was where we were going to be, and in the game itself, it allows you to be able to start off as like, childhood friend. Basically going from like childhood to early teens to late teens before you make it into adulthood. But I think we discussed that we were going to stick with more of being an adult and just kind of like rolling in a couple year increments to see where our characters go before we finally meet or don't meet.
I love that very, very much. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So go back right on up into my thingies. And yeah, I guess my next question, next part of what we're gonna do is, where are we doing this at?
Our houses. Oh no! You mean like the characters?
Yes.
I mean, can it just be like some like ambiguous city, like big
Absolutely.
city? big city girl, big city dream.
For sure. We can, what is it? Big City USA for the most part.
Big City USA. I love it there.
And then Big City USA obviously has Big City University not too far away. So, and that's probably where we're going to find my character at. At least starting us out, we're saying early 20s is where we're looking to be at. So, yeah, I think that's where it'll be. And next is just figuring out how do we want to start off this scene. It does have some prompts, but it's obviously, let's see what we can come up with together and just kind of roll with it from there.
Okay, so we got to roll our fate dice, or anyways, which it would be a D12.
That's correct.
This one.
Yep.
And I can, if I want to, I don't think I'm going to in this scene, but for my determination tag, I can, before rolling, reduce the size by 1. But
Okay.
I might do that for the next one. I'm not going to do it for this one.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. I rolled a 12.
I rolled a 10.
Oh my gosh. I should have done that. I should have done the by 1. But that's okay. So what does that mean? That means that we don't actually meet?
We won't actually meet. We will essentially bypass each other in this scene. It'll be that glance of just like we may lock eyes one time before we continue on from there.
A glimpse. Got
Very
it.
much
Got
so.
it. Okay. So then we need the scene. Did you want to do the scene prompt as the school, the like outside the university or something?
Yeah, we could do that. We could start off with that. And then on top of that, you were actually the first one up because you rolled the highest.
Okay. Are we doing complications or no? Or are we making up our own complications or rolling on the table?
We can start off with the complications that are on there, and then also we can throw in whatever we want to do. Obviously, with this, these are prompts that we can use, but if we don't want to use them, we don't have to. So,
okay.
If you feel like, yeah, let's throw a complication in there, we could definitely do that.
Okay. Well, they don't give you like an adult complication prompt because they only stop at late teens. But if
you go down, like scroll down one more page, you'll see scenes 1 through 4.
Perfect.
And then those are for the adults.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll it for a complication.
Okay.
I rolled a 4. Ooh, someone here flirts with you and you're not impressed.
Righty.
Cool. And then we play each other's NPCs, right?
Yeah. So, if there, what is it? We'll set up the scene wherever we're at. We'll make mention of how our characters take a look at each other, may see each other, and then just kind of play out the scene from there before we move on to our next scene. So,
okay. I have an idea.
I'm here for it.
If you do you work at the university? Is that what you're talking about?
He'll be working at the university, so he'll probably live nearby. He'll probably not vacate, but he'll probably visit like the coffee shops that are in pretty close proximity to it, as well as like the bars and everything else. So
yeah, I'm gonna say if this is gonna be like our early 20s, Max is working at one of those little pop-up coffee bars, like outside the university courtyard.
Okay.
And I think that is like they're one of like 3 jobs that they have to pay the bills in Big City USA.
Sure. Okay.
I think that so if someone here flirts with you and you're not impressed, eventually it would be like somebody trying to get a coffee. Mm-hmm. But I think Max is somebody who has like a best friend that comes to the stand and just kind of hangs out and talks while they're working, and maybe the glimpse is at the end where it's like Max has to bounce and kind of just throws whatever's left at Javier before leaving.
Okay, so we're saying that okay, got it. All right, I think I'm on the same page with you. Alrighty.
Okay. Okay. So so if you were to like look at the scene with Max, they are very wiry looking. They've got like a mess of like honey brown curls on top of their head. They're wearing like it's like the hair's pulled back through the back of a flat cap, and they definitely have like some sort of like overalls that are a little bit too big for them, but they make it work. They've got like a sweater underneath because it's always a little cold in the morning, and definitely like grad student bags under their eyes too. It's just very tired. I don't want to be here, but I still look really fucking cool serving the coffee.
Yeah. Then what is it? Like you said, Javier will come in later on into the scene, but your friend does drop on by. Is your friend, I guess my next question would be, is your friend mask presenting, femme presenting, non-binary? Do you have a name for them?
Let's go with they are a very very mask presenting, very very queer presenting individual named
Beck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'd say for entering into the scene, you would see as Beck kind of comes on in the morning time, and he'll walk up to you. He's like, "Well, good morning, darling. How are you doing today? It is too early, and I am needing my coffee, please and thank you."
Oh my gosh, it's over there. I left it for you in the cup.
Oh, you're the best.
No, not that one. Not that one. That one's mine. Other one. Don't touch mine. Don't. Okay. Actually, hold on. Can you give me a sip of mine? Here.
Give you a little bit of less sip. You're welcome. You're welcome. And it was like a sip of his. You're like, so I am not looking forward to another busy Monday, but you know how it is around here. Tell me, were you able to get into anything interesting for this weekend?
I mean, there's like hold on a second. Just give me a second. There's a kink event happening this weekend. It's like a weird one though. Yeah, here's your coffee. Okay, geez. Have a nice day. Sorry, Professor. Yeah. This is probably like her teacher, like her psychology professor.
Right.
It's one of those like weird fetish ones. Like, you know, it's not for me. I'm going with a friend, but
you know, I'm not here to judge. You do you, boo. As long as you have fun, that's all that matters.
Oh, I think it's great. It's like kind of the people who eat food off of the back of other people. It's that. And do you want whipped cream with your no? Okay. $4.50. Yeah. Yeah, like the sushi and stuff.
You can't ask people that.
What if they
if they need whipped cream on them?
Oh my god, can you not, Beck? Okay. So anyways, the friend is like one of those like specifically sushi likes to be like a sushi table for what I'm talking about? Yeah. So they are inviting me to use them as a table, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird, but also kind of fun. So you can go too if you want. You just have to kind of have like a food.
A little bit of an open mind, but well, so there's a bit of a funny story with that, but that's not necessarily for this time of the morning to explain why I can't do food in that manner.
Oh, I mean, that's very fair. Yeah, change here. Here you go. I'm like dipping out change. But I mean, I do have whipped cream here if you want to use some and explore
No,
later.
I'm good. I'm good. Once was all I needed, and thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Excuse me, are you listening or are you like ordering something? Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. Just
No, you're fine.
I don't have any everything bagels left. Obviously, it's past 8 in the morning. They're all gone all the time. You know this though because you always come in at 8:30 asking for an everything bagel, and I always tell you that there are no more everything bagels and to come before 8 o'clock. Yeah, sure, Poppy, sure. Okay. Anyways, what's up? What are you doing?
No, I'm just coming here to see how you were doing for the weekend before I drudge myself over into another boring lecture from our professor because you know how he likes to drone on and on and on and on
Mm,
about whatever
mm.
math stuffs, and I could give two shits less.
Me fucking too. $3? Yeah. Okay. Here you go. All right, I'll get you next time. Okay. So I mean we could cut class if you want. I don't really mind.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to that. When are you off work? When's the end of your shift? Didn't you just what is it? Didn't you just come on it too long ago?
Whenever I want. Whenever I want.
Okay. Well, let me down this, and if you can make me another one, then we can head on out for that. But I do have to type up a couple things, so let me work on that. Whenever I'm done, we can just go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you go over the service is actually pretty good over there. So if you go over there, you can use your
Okay.
hotspot. It's nice.
Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate it.
You're
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
welcome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
And you'll see as he goes and will walk all the way over there and take his seat. And then I imagine, with the complication of the complication that you had rolled, let's say one of the football players comes on by. It's just like, hey Max, what's going on?
Hey,
Tyler,
Tyler.
come on.
Hey.
Come on now. I've been coming here a lot, and it's like, come on,
Oh
when are
yeah.
when are you gonna let
Where's
me
your
take you
punch
out?
card? Where's your punch card at? I don't see it.
Here it is, right here. There's like the one punch you see. It's expired from like 2 months ago.
Oh my god, Tyler! I could see you were super duper into me.
Yeah, come on, Max.
What can I get you to drink and then leave for at least 24 hours?
I'll just take a cafe americano, please.
Jesus Christ. All right. Sure. I'll get you your cafe americano. Oh my god, help me. Ugh, fuck. I'm gonna like my back is completely to them. And then I look over at Beck and I'm like, help me.
You'll see as Beck comes on through and it's like, hey, how's it going, Tyler? Didn't I see you with one of my friends the other day? You'll see as he kind of blushes for a little bit. He's like, I don't. I mean, can I get Max? Can I get my coffee, please?
Oh yeah. Oh, would you look at that? Oh darn. And I like bang the side of like the coffee thing. I'm like, oh, no more coffee. Do you hear that? It's empty. Oh shit. I just got this little bit of cafe americano and it's not full. Goodbye. See
Thank
ya.
you. You and Beck have a good one. Bye. And you'll see it's just kind of like quickly expedites. But as he does, what is it? He will bump into Javier, and the camera would kind of see as like it's a short-haired gentleman, Latino skin, black hair, with a little bit of a beard growing in. It's not much, but he's like trying. He's like trying to at his best.
Yeah.
He has like a regular shorts and what is it? Not a shirt and pants. and he has like a book bag that kind of goes over him, and he gets bumped into. It's like okay, cool. And then he will walk on up as you are exiting on out with Beck.
Yeah, I'm closing up. I completely like maybe look at him, but I close up and I'm like, oh, thank you for saving me. And I like link arms with Beck.
And you and Beck head on out. You'll see as Javier just kind of looks like, damn it. Ah, fuck. All right. And then you will just kind of like walk on off. But there will be like that quick glance at Max as like they kind of pass on through or pass on by. It's just like
cue that little piano.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yay.
Yay.
We did it. I put my D12 back.
Alrighty. Now we're on to our second scene. Probably about 2 years later, is where we'll go ahead and roll, and then we'll develop our scene from there.
Okie dokie.
I got a 9.
The D10, right?
Yep.
I got a 1.
Aw.
Oh no. That one is the D10. What's the difference here? 4 or more, your characters don't see each other at all. So, did you want to roll a complication or choose one?
I don't think we'll need one in this case, since
that's true.
We won't even see each other.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of those that the way we can play this out is we spend a little bit of time with Javier and then a little bit of time with Max in their respective lives as to whatever it is that they're doing.
Perfect.
Well, since we're doing it 2 years later, Max is, what is it? Not Max, but Javier, I'm assuming at this point is probably at, let's say he's actually back home this time. He's back in, he's back with his family. Let's say in California. He's enjoying time at the beach as he is just hanging out with friends. He has several of them. He has a friend by the name of Jordan. Him, friend by the name of let's say Maria, she, they, and yeah, I think we'll keep it simple like that as far as what they're up to. And yeah, it'll be, let's say it's like just after like the spring semester had let out, so he's taking a little bit of time to head back home before coming back later on in the fall.
Oh, nice. Okay. And what area of California is this? Is it like San Diego style, or is it like North Cali?
Let's go San Diego. If I'm not mistaken, it's closer to the beach, so it's like, or I could be wrong with this because I am not from California whatsoever.
No, you're good. You're good. I used to live there, so it's beach. It's beachy.
Okay. Yeah, so let's go with a little bit of a beach scene.
Okay. What is I'm curious to see if Javier has that book on him at the beach.
Oh, even at the beach, the book, Javier has the book on him. It's like anywhere he travels, it's always there with him.
Amazing. What is he doing?
Let's say that they're at they're at one of the food vendors. They're at one of the restaurants not too far away from the beach. They're eating probably outside and just kind of enjoying the beach weather as like the sun is coming down, getting their tan on and just kind of enjoying being free for just a little bit of time.
Yeah. It's Jordan and Maria, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I think Maria is going to say, I have some news.
Oh, what happened?
Well, Jordan already knows. Sorry. No offense. It's nothing personal. It's just I could not say anything. And Jordan's kind of like, I'm sorry. I I fell victim to the getting cornered by Maria.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. But and Maria is going to say, I got engaged-ish.
To who? Wait, you were dating somebody that long to get engaged, and you said nothing? How dare you?
Jordan like snorts like, yeah, not that long. And Maria's kind of like, I mean, 5 days is a long time.
5 days since he asked you to get engaged? Or 5... Maria, look at me. Look at me. What's the 5 days?
Okay, hear me out. I'm bored.
You're bored.
And he's fun. I mean, his name is Pedro, like Pascal. And he's wonderful. He's an artist. He is funny.
Mm-hmm.
And he's an artist.
You said that twice. Maria, what is the 5 days? What?
It's just, I just wanted to try something. It's so boring. Just being like going to work, coming home, feeding the cat, going to work, going home, feeding the cat, therapy, going to work, going home, feeding the cat. And I went to a art thing. I don't know what they're called. What are they called? Jordan's like gallery. Yeah, those. And he was there, and he was like really cute, and we spent a really nice extended weekend together. And then he was like, hey, I have to go back home. Would you like to maybe be together and come with me? And I was like, yeah, definitely. We might as well get married, haha. And it was a joke, but then like we kind of looked at each other, and it was like fate, like we looked at each other like, unless, and we kind of engaged-ish, maybe. But yeah, don't judge me, okay?
I am so judging you. I am so judging. He's 5 days. 5 days.
That's fine. Listen, you read those fantasy books and stuff, and they're all like.
You leave my fantasy books out of this. This is not fantasy.
It's the same. Isn't it the same thing?
That's not the same thing.
But yeah, so that's the other thing. I'm also moving.
Okay, so this is for real. Like you're not about to say you've been punked or whatever. This is legit.
Yeah, and listen, just because you are Mr. Scaredy Pants about finding somebody nice for you doesn't mean you have to shit on other people the way that they do it.
I am not. Does he make you happy?
I think so. It's only been 5 days.
I love you and I support you, and I want you to know that I'm hesitant, but if this was what makes you happy, then I say go for it. But the moment he hurts you, you come back or I'll find him.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a long trip, but
you don't think you do not think that I will not fly to wherever the hell it is, help you pack your stuff and bring you back home.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But we can also, like, it is Belize, so we could vacation for a little bit before we leave. It's not all bad. If it does, shit does hit the fan, get a nice little vacay out of it, right?
Exactly. So we can make it. We can all make it a weekend. Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just get hitched in like Vegas before we get out of here. But enough about me. What about you?
I'm too busy with school and everything. I I've not found anybody. I've not found the right one. I've not whoever they are. They're not out there yet for me. I don't know. I've not found them.
You hear Jordan kind of like clear his throat, and he kind of like rubs the back of his neck. Hey, buddy. I don't want to dogpile on the whole fantasy book thing, but do you think maybe your standards might be a little too impossible?
Listen, all right. I feel like you guys are ganging up on me, and I don't appreciate it. I am just saying that I am looking for a person who can make me laugh, who can enjoy. And then he starts listing out like 50 million things, and he's just like, I don't think that's too much to ask.
Maybe, hear me out. Start with like 5 things and then see what happens. It's not about finding the perfect person, right? I mean, Maria fucking found some rando named Pedro in an art gallery and is gonna go try it after 5 days of knowing him, but no one's gonna meet. How many of those do I meet, buddy? How many of those things do I meet? I know for a fact that 17 through like at least 24, absolutely not.
Fair, but I mean, you've met most of them, so I mean.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Listen, maybe after the 3rd margarita, okay? But I'm just saying, you've been kind of like isolating yourself, busy with work and school, and it's going to be really hard to find the right one if you don't take your nose out of your own shit for like 5 minutes.
I'm just busy and all, and I can't help it. But you know what? You're right. I will spend a little less time reading into my books and getting out there and dating. What is it? People use dating apps now, so I hop on one of those. I'll figure it out.
I think you see like Jordan's a little bit. He doesn't say anything, but you could tell that he's hurt, that you would assume that he wants you to stop reading or like change who you are. But he doesn't chase that down because he doesn't want to start a fight.
Oh. And yeah.
Oh my goodness. It's so sad.
It is. I think we'll transition over from that scene as we go over and see where Max is. Max, where do we find you?
I'm gonna say Max is celebrating their birthday at I'm gonna say it's at a bar, and it's a little loud, but not too busy. But they've got Beck there, and there's like maybe another friend. She's an absolute confident slut named Caroline, and she is, I think Max wants to be more like Caroline, but is kind of always like pushes away or becomes like super avoidant when that opportunity comes up.
Okay. You said their name is Caroline.
Yeah, she, her. Yeah. Super, yeah, like very very femme, very like, she probably smells like fucking creamsicles and unicorns. And she's wonderful. Her makeup is perfect all the time, and she has not sweat a drop in her life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I guess at this point we will zoom in as you're celebrating your birthday at this bar. We'll find Caroline is is waving down the bartender, who will immediately beeline over there. He's like, "Hey, what can I get for you?" And she's like, "Can I get she'll start listing out drinks, and then the birthday person over there is on my tab, so please put that there. They are not to pay anything for tonight, no matter how much that they put up a fight. And then you'll hear Beck saying, "That's right, that's right." Like, okay, birthday girl, got it.
Oh
Is
my
there anything
god.
else before I head on out? And she'll say, "No, that's it. Thank you so much." And then you'll see as he heads on out, and she will walk. She'll lean over. She's like, "So, Max, what else are we doing for the rest of your night besides starting off with a little bit of drinking here at the bar?"
Well, I don't know. You tell me, Caroline. This was all your idea. I was just gonna go home and watch a few movies and then crash, but
I'm glad that you asked because I have plenty of things in mind to
of
include
course.
going to do some funsy things. So trust me, it'll be all right. We'll figure it out. But let us enjoy a couple drinks because it's been a while since what is it? I've seen you, or at least it feels like I have. How's everything been for you?
Are you serious? Is this we're gonna talk about it right now at the bar on my birthday?
Unless you can think of something else unless you want to talk about something else, I'm sorry. Forgive me for wanting to want to talk about you on your birthday.
No, because I'm gonna tell you that everything's fine, and you're gonna be like, I don't think it's fine. I think you seem sad these days. And I'm gonna say, like, what are you talking about, Caroline? And then you're gonna be like, well, Beck and I were talking, and I'm gonna look incredulously over to Beck, and Beck's gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna say, okay, geez, what do you want to know? And then I'm gonna cry my eyes out at the end of the night and probably need one of you to hold my hair while I puke into the toilet. Does that sound about accurate according to the last 3 birthdays that we've had together?
Yes, I'd say about so. So, okay, cool. How have you been?
Awful, Caroline, and
Thank
I'm
you.
sure you can't believe it.
Finally, some honesty.
Oh my god, my therapist would freaking love you.
Look, I'm just asking because I care about you. You know that's all this is.
Listen, it's not that I'm awful. It's just that I
Honey,
don't know.
I never said you were awful.
Not me. It's not that I'm doing awful. I know I'm pretty cool, but like it's very slow. I'm getting tired of the same old thing every day. And people are disappointing. Not you guys, but people in general are disappointing.
We'll just be like, I was about to say.
Yeah, never you. You're perfect.
No, you are, and you'll take a sip of his apple teeny.
Oh my god. I don't know. I expected more from, big city USA than what I'm getting out of it. And it could be just a capitalist thing, like I'm suffering in the society in which I was born in. But I also have a feeling it's just maybe I don't know, unapproachable. Do I have resting bitch face?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but at the same time, no, you're not unapproachable.
Okay.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, every time I see you over, not even working, but somebody is always talking with you, so obviously you are approachable.
Well, that's for the tips, I guess.
But still, you are approachable.
Okay.
And
really?
Yeah. And she'll reach over and kind of like give your hand like a squeeze. I'm like, everything will be right. And I know the boringness kind of, the whole monotony of it kind of gets boring, but let's see if we can't spice things up tonight.
What are you talking about? Because you were super monogamous and super straight. So what kind of spice are we talking?
I mean, I was talking about in doing something different than what we normally do for your birthday, but and you'll see as she kind of blushes a little bit and kind of like looks away.
I'm just fucking with you, Caroline. It's fine. What do you want to do?
You'll see as like the drinks will come by. Here you go, miss, and we'll hand it over to Caroline, and she'll hand it over. She'll hand.
Yup. Thank you. Ah, Beck, that's yours. This one's mine.
All right. So then let's start this off with a toast, and let's say another amazing year of having you here, Max, and let's see if we can't fuck up this routine and start some new shit. How about that?
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I'll fucking toast to that. Let's fuck shit up.
Cap, take a shot. Ah, woo. Okay.
That tastes like piss. Oh my god. Bars suck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Okay. Well, you'll see as she like checks her watch, and then she'll pull out her phone, and then say selfie as like she angles it to be able to get one of the three of you guys, and we'll take one. And then she's like, fantastic. So follow me outside real quick. Ladies, get all your stuff, finish your drinks real quick.
Okay.
See his Bex is like, oh
Okay,
shit.
yep. Alright, jeez.
And then you'll head on out there and you'll see a limousine sitting up front. So she's like, to break up the monotony a little bit, I got you a little bit of a gift.
What, are you asking me to prom, Caroline? What's going on?
No, I was saying this could take us to our next spot.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay.
Let's get inside and let's go over the limo. What is it? The driver knows where we're going. It's gonna be a surprise for you.
Oh, great. I feel like, and as I'm like crawling in, I'm like, I feel like there should be like a bottle of like Goldschlager in here somewhere.
No, you'll see like a bottle of champagne resting on ice in the center of this long stretch limo that's with the chauffeur. What is it? The chauffeur's looking through, and then we'll like close it back up. And then you'll hear like a little intercom like, what would you guys, any requests for music to be playing tonight?
Oh, I don't know. What are we thinking? That's a silly question. Chapel Rome, please.
Chaparral coming right up, and then you'll hear a click, and then the her latest hit will come right on up as we'll see as
I'm screaming Pink Pony Club at the top of
Cool. And then I think we'll see as like they head on off and the camera will kind of pull away for the scene.
Yay! And they never see each other.
They never see each other for this one.
Yeah, but now they're both looking for love, at least, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's fucking do this.
Alrighty. Well, what is it? First I need to ask well, actually, yeah, let's go ahead and start up for our next scene. Go ahead and roll the D8 now.
D8. I'm gonna change mine before I roll. I'm gonna change mine to a D6.
Ooh, okay.
So I think it's just me. I don't think both of them. Did you roll a 7 or an 8?
No, I rolled a 6. But
okay.
No, this will be one that I think you do.
Okay.
Just you, only you. Shut up.
I rolled a 6. I swear to God, I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Okay. Hold on, real quick. If both players roll the same number, your characters defy fate and meet. And
Yay.
So our next scene is how do our characters meet? And then let's say for the sake of it, let's throw a complication in there too.
Okay. Does this negate the rest of the scenes and go right to the finale? Or does it is this like a scene?
This is what is it? If your roles are the same and you choose it, you may act in any order after setting the scene, meaning before, during, or after the complication. Use the complication as a narrative device to interrupt you fully forming a connection. Other characters may whisk you away to protect you from the complications, or maybe the environment pushes you apart before you exchange details. Take the time to discover how you feel as you are separated at the end of the scene, having met the one but knowing you can't be together yet. As a reward for defying fate, a character can choose to willingly give the token away in the scene.
Ooh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, and I just read the finale has no fate die, so it's like they do meet in the finale scene. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Great. So this is just scene 3. Super.
Yeah. So we'll
That's
just
so exciting.
a couple years later, our characters are back in are back in Big Town USA or Big City USA. What do you think Max is doing at this time? What do you think they're working at?
I think they are still a barista, but at a cafe that is more it's like a co-op cafe, and they just recently are celebrating a union win. So there's like a whole like community initiative, and it gets pretty busy, but it's now just starting to wind down from that win, which was like probably a month ago.
Okay. I see Javier as probably having reported on this. I think he's now working at a publication that is local to the city, and so he probably covered that. And so this is probably him coming down either for a coffee or for an interview of sorts. So
Cool. Okay.
Since you're working there, it only makes sense. Let's start off with you.
Okay. What's our complication?
Oh, that's right. Let's go ahead and roll and see what happens.
Okay.
Our complication is somebody doesn't turn up and one of you is asked to improvise or cover for them.
I think it makes sense that it would be me, that I'm covering for the register. Like, okay. I think I'm probably like an assistant manager or something at this point.
Okay. So I think this is actually to drive us away from each other for the scene. That's what that complication is for.
Oh, okay. So it could be you.
Yeah, I think I'll take this one where it'll be I get a phone call in the middle of our conversation and then I have to go to report on something else.
Oh, okay, cool. I love this. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's kind of quiet. It's like a weird hour where there's not like a whole lot going on. There's a couple like regulars that are studying in the seats or the cafe or like talking quietly, and I am sort of like cleaning up behind the counter for somebody, like just helping out kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Alrighty, so it's pretty quiet, and you said you were pretty much there essentially by like alone, kind of, right?
Yeah, it's like me and like maybe one other person.
Okay. I think as you're doing the cleaning up, you'll hear the door kind of ring as Javier kind of steps on in. He has a little bit longer hair now, but it's still like pretty well kept. The beard's gone, but I will say at least he has like a goatee. And you'll see.
Is it like Diego Luna vibes?
Yeah, I'm going with Diego Luna.
God, Erin is in love. Jesus. All right. I think you hear like, just a minute. So I'm like down, like there's probably like coffee that was spilled. Oh, the fucking espresso machine is leaking. It broke and it's like a drip, and I'm just trying to like put a bucket under there and get it to stop.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. I'll just and you'll see it's like he'll just kind of like stand there and just kind of like check through his phone for like different news articles and stuff of that nature.
And I'm like, I'm like, what can I get you?
Yeah, I was looking to hopefully get can I just get like a regular latte, please? I don't really need a whole lot.
Oh, thank God, because this machine's broken. Yeah, hold on. Oh. Yeah. Do you want what size?
I will. And you'll like look at you and just kind of like smile a little bit.
Small, medium, large. It's not Starbucks. It's just, you know.
Yeah. I'll take a medium.
Medium. All right. Guy who likes to be safe rather than take chances. Am I right? I'm just kidding.
First off, I didn't ask to be seen so early in the morning. Thank you. And at least ask me my name before you see me like that.
Oh, well, I do have to write your name down, so on the cup.
Javi.
Javi. Okay.
And yours
Javi.
is JVI and Max.
Perfect. Matt, how do you know my name?
Your name tag.
Oh, yeah, forgot the thing. Yeah, Max. Well, Maxine if you're my dad, but Max. And you want just a regular latte? You don't want like
I mean,
flavors in it, or
what are you feeling? Like, I like to play it safe, as you obviously have said. So I guess, fuck me up. I guess.
It's not that kind of cafe. Although maybe after work we could like pull something fancy out of the trunk of my car. No, I guess.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I gotta work on that.
No. That's real awkward, funny timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I guess I can go as crazy as hazelnut. I suppose we're kind of trying to up our inventory a little bit. There is a toasted marshmallow. It doesn't taste like toasted marshmallow. It tastes like stevia, but
Okay. Then I'll take the hazelnut, and I'll take the you said toasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take all that.
Okay, that's wow, Javi. I'm very impressed. You are a man of few surprises. All right, just a couple minutes. I am currently about to be ankle deep in wasted fucking coffee, so I gotta put the bowl, replace the bucket on the ground. Shit, okay. I'm gonna get so screwed for that.
Do you need help? It doesn't look like there's anybody else in here, so I mean, if you need help, I don't know, but you just tell me what to do, and I can help out.
I mean, unless you're like a coffee machine mechanic or something.
Nope.
This piece of shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Man,
the best that I can
too.
I'm sorry. The best I can tell you is that it's broken, and that's all I got.
That is.
I can write an article about that.
Oh yeah. We would love the good press for that. Cafe's coffee machine is broken after a union win. That'll get us a lot of customers.
But wait, yeah. This was I actually wrote. I'm actually surprised we haven't met before, because I actually wrote a piece on y'all's victory. So congratulations on that.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's really nice of you. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm acting like such an ass. I'm just. It's kind of my sense of humor. I'm a little like negative Nancy when it comes to things being funny. I guess doom and gloom kind of.
It's fine. I think I have friends of mine that would probably look at you and say that, why aren't you guys friends sooner? So I have a similar.
I think we have the same friends, probably. But shit, yeah. Let me get your latte. It'll just be like a second.
Take your time. I have time. And you'll see he's just kind of like walks a little bit back away from the counter. He just kind of like waits.
I think Max is like stepping over this growing puddle of like, and it's just like the biggest bucket that they have is not a bucket at all. It's just kind of like a very wide mouth bowl. And I think after I'm done making your latte, I'm going to just be like, you know what? Just I gotta close this for just a minute. And I flip the sign on the door. And I think somebody like a regular is looking like they're gonna pack up. I'm like, you don't need to leave. You guys don't need to leave. The machine's broken. I'm just gonna call somebody in a little bit, but I'm just not gonna serve coffee right now. And then I walk over to you and I place the cup down. And there's like a little smiley face above the eye, like latte with toasted marshmallow and hazelnut. Guy living on the edge.
Wouldn't have gotten there if it wasn't for you. So thanks, Max.
I love being an accomplice. It's great. Feels good. So,
But
are you? If you're staying, you mind if I sit for a second? I've been kind of
no,
on my feet all day.
by all means, by all means, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, take a seat. Obviously, you work here, so I mean, you could tell me to kick rocks, and I could.
Yeah, no, I'm not that kind of boss. I'm only a shift manager, anyways. It's not like anything special. But no, you're fine. Yeah, just don't tell me to make it again because I won't.
I wouldn't. Don't worry. I think one's good enough for me. I'm a little caffeine sensitive, so.
Yeah. It's you got to build up that tolerance. You know what I mean?
No, people keep saying that, and it's like I would be bouncing off the walls for days, and I kind of need my sleep as it is.
It's really weird. You're like a writer, and you don't have a vice or anything, unless if it's not a huge, like, I don't know, acid aficionado. Are you?
Oh no. I did that once, and I will never do that again. That was the craziest. They said half an hour, and I felt like an eternity. So no, thank you. Never again.
Yeah, no, I think the last time I tried that, I watched Across the Universe in the theaters. And man, that when Uncle Sam came out of the poster, I thought I was going to die. So I'm with you on that one.
Try having your friends just like let you roam around the apartment, and they have, the tile like from Terminator 2 in the kitchen, and you're walking in there, and then you just feel like you're about to fall through and go into the abyss. That's what they left me to. That's where they left me.
Oh man, unreliable babysitters, man. I don't
They
know.
seem to have a good time, apparently.
If you knew me at all back then, I would have. I mean, I would have at least not let you venture into the Terminator kitchen.
Well, it would have been nice for sure.
Yeah. So what are you writing?
Well, I just finished up the piece on y'all's latest victory, so I'm actually kind of looking for some other things to kind of write up on. I know they want me to write up a fluff piece, but I'm just so overdoing those. Y'all winning was like the highlight of my career so far. Sad to say. Otherwise, everything else was just like fluff pieces about. I don't know how much you read the paper or even our online site, but I did one that had me really thinking journalism, and I'm thankful for you guys.
What was it?
It was about a puppy pageant, and don't get me wrong, I love puppies, but it's like I wanted to do more than just puppy pageants.
I read that one. That was the one with the clever alliterative title. It was puppy pageant, promising puppy pageant pushes people to something, right? That was so good. That was really, it was silly. It was silly. I was super high when I read it, and that just made it all the more silly, but it was good. You're quite the writer.
Thank you. I'm glad that somebody's reading my articles. So I can't tell you how much that actually makes me feel.
Oh yeah, no worries. I wish that people took like my hobbies seriously. I wish I took my own hobbies seriously. Not that yours is a hobby. Oh my god, no.
No, you're good.
Real
I know.
job. Yeah. Okay.
I knew exactly what you meant. What are your hobbies anyway?
I don't know. I'm kind of just doing this all the time. I don't know. I guess coffee is my hobby. That doesn't make sense though. Hanging out with my friends. I guess I'm in that weird like stage of my life of what am I?
Out.
Yeah.
I get that. I get that. Trust me. Well, and you'll see as like he'll feel as like his watch will like light up. He's like, hold on, real quick. Sorry, it's
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
And
no worries.
he'll take the phone call and he'll get like, okay, all right, and then he'll hang up. It's like, I don't want to go. I'd actually prefer to just kind of hang out here for a little bit longer, but I gotta bounce. But it was nice talking with you, Max. If what is it? You'll see as he kind of like reaches into his wallet and hands you his business card. Like, if you want, we can get together sometime whenever if you're still serious about that, helping out with dumping a body, then I feel like into it at this point.
Keep your voice down about that, you know. And I'm gonna try to like write my number on like a piece of paper, and that pen doesn't work very well.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh, fuck, it's not working. Shit. You know what? I'll call you.
Okay, sounds good. Then I look forward to the next time where work doesn't interfere with with our conversation.
Yeah, totally. Enjoy the next puppy pageant, Javi.
Don't be surprised if that actually turns out to be the next thing I write.
Looking forward to it. I'm gonna go try to fix the machine now.
Sure.
Door's unlocked. I didn't lock it. I'm not trapping anybody in here. No one's trapped in here.
Yep, no one's trapped. And then you'll see as he gets on up, I'm going to use my going to say my token, and not my token, but also my determination being forgetful. And you're going to see as like the book they cross the body book bag. He'll get up and then a book will fall on out and it will be his token.
Oh, and then I like pick it up and I'm like, wait, you forgot.
Close.
And I like look at it and then I like read like the first. I notice that it's old, or I notice that it's been read a lot. So I like read the first like sentence. I'm like, full of surprises. I'm gonna go back to work.
Okay.
Yay! That was so fun.
That was.
Oh my god.
Now we're on to our next scene. We're on to our next scene, and now we're on to the D6.
Yes.
So we'll see where we go from here. I rolled another 6.
Okay, I rolled a 1.
Damn.
Oh no, we don't see each other at all. Okay. All right. So this is, how many years has it been since the beginning? It's been like 2, 4, 6. 6-ish years?
Yeah, so that was our third scene. So it's been 6 years since that very first, like, we've seen each other.
Yeah.
And now we're time skipping maybe what, a year now? Or do you want to stick with 2 years?
We can do 2 years.
Okay. Maybe we forget. Maybe we just aren't able to connect, but we still know of each other. We still see each other when we can. But it's not in anything that's long building because of one thing or another.
Yeah, I think it's definitely like it took me a long time to get up the courage to call you because I was I think probably what happened afterwards is I had like a therapy session where I was like, I told somebody I don't know what my hobbies are, and I had to like go through that first before I was like, okay, I'm ready to talk to face him again. But then I just didn't really like commit to it.
Yeah, and I think for him, he may have been shy about coming back since he didn't hear from you. And then he's like, well, damn it. If she didn't want to, or if they didn't want to call or text, then they're probably not a good idea to head over there because that might be a little weird.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. Is it my turn for a complication?
I believe so.
Oh wait, there is no complication because
that's
not
right.
meeting.
We're
That's
not.
right. So I think if this is like 8 years after the first meeting, 28. I think I did a little bit of time going back to the suburbs to live with my parents. And I am taking community college classes to get like a business certificate because I want to one day start my own, like open up my own cafe.
Yeah.
So I am definitely at my parents' house.
Okay.
That's where I would be.
How would you say that your dad is in relation to, like, is he stern? Is he more of like kind of a softie? How do you think your dad is? And how do you think your mom is?
I think my parents are very comfortable with being in the suburbs, and they don't go often into the city because like it's quote unquote dangerous. I think that they probably still call them Maxine and use she, her pronouns, but it's not an awful relationship in that they're not rude about it and they're not malicious. They're just ignorant, and they try to understand their child, but it's hard for them to learn. And I think their dad has moments where he desperately wants to connect with his kid, but doesn't know how.
Gotcha. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're retired. I think they're retired, and I think they have wanted Max to like do something with their life, but now that they're actually like home and kind of like more muted than they are when they're in the city, they're kind of realizing that maybe what they thought was their idea of do something with their life isn't matching up with Max's.
Okay. What time of day do you think we would find you you at the house right now?
I think it would be I think they take night classes. So I think it's like after class, and I walk in and it's like kind of like a quiet home. Nothing's really going on, but like a couple ambient lights are on in the house. And they make their way to like the kitchen to get something to eat before going back to their room.
Okay. I'll say that your dad's at least is there, probably grabbing what is it, reading something on his phone and like drinking a beer, is probably like halfway through it. And then as you kind of like walk on in, he's like, how was classes?
Jesus, Dad, you scared the shit out of me.
I'm always here, and
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to patterns like that. I was distracted. Sorry. School is fine. Class is class. Do you have any more of those in the fridge? I'm gonna like look.
Yeah. And you'll there should be at least one more. I can pop it open for you if you want.
No, I got it. I do it like on the countertop. It's like the nice counters, and I'm like, just pop it.
She's like, no, Maxine, why?
It's fine. It's fine. It's you know what? I actually think these are twist off anyways. You should really maybe I don't know. Just relax. You're fine. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I know. We just finished paying those off. You know what? It's
Dad.
just
Dad,
yes.
This isn't like 1995. The counters are gonna be fine. I promise.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a little. I'm sorry. I'm just old. Okay, I hate to say it. Dad's old.
No, you're fine. You're just a little rusty, I guess. And I like kind of elbow him while I sit down next to him. So, Candy Crush? I don't know. Do you still play Candy Crush? I was
We'll like play
right.
it over. She's like, yeah, I'm playing it. Okay.
Oh my god, level 3000? I didn't even realize they had them.
When you have nothing else to do with your time, and most of my friends are taking retirement just a little harder than I am. I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
I don't know, you could always come visit me in the city. It's really fun. I keep telling you that.
Max, I don't know. Your mother's concerned about safety and all that, and I'm
Listen, it's a city. I've gotten like I think I've replaced my window maybe 3 times in the car by now, but it happens. It's fine. Just, get to where from point A to point B. You're fine.
yeah. Your mom reads all the news and all the reports and everything. I keep telling her that she probably should stop. Otherwise, she's just
Yeah.
going to be worried sick about you. And I know that you can take care of yourself. I raised you to be able to, like, we raised you to be able to handle yourself. But I mean, what can you do, right?
I will be careful. Scout's honor.
I appreciate that. How have things been besides just with class? How's life been? I feel like we don't talk as much as we used to.
Life is life, Dad. It's hard and keeps going whether you want it to or not. So,
Well, I tell you that your mom's glad to have you back home, and even though she doesn't appear like it, we know that you're living your life, and we just are trying to do our best to support you, even if we don't understand it. I,
thanks.
I've been reading up on the things, and so I don't even want to attempt to try and say any of the things that I've read, just to because it seems like a whole lot, and I don't understand it. But I want to say that he'll pull up his reading glasses. I want you to know that your feelings are valid, and so is your identity.
Okay, that's weird.
I'm trying.
Yeah. No, thank you. I see that.
He'll
Thank
put the phone down.
thank you. How are you doing, Dad? How's retirement?
Like I said, it's boring, and as you can see, as he kind of flips over and it changes back over to Candy Crush. This is what most of my life consists of now, besides taking care of mom and going out on things. Although I will say, me and your mom are planning on a huge trip, so if we can you watch the house for us while we're gone for about a week?
Yeah, so what does that entail exactly? I think that's such a what am I watching for?
Making sure nobody breaks into the house. Use the house as needed. We'll stock the fridge up, and you live in the house.
Do you really okay, so yeah, absolutely. I totally will watch the house. Do you know
Muffin Man?
that no, Dad. I don't know if you know this, but the movie Home Alone is
Mhm.
actually not real. So there aren't any burglars that are staking out this house, especially not when you've got freaking the Millers next door who have that brand new $1 million renovation on their driveway.
I don't trust the Millers. I'm sorry. I don't trust them.
Right?
Something
Me
about them it just seems
too.
off. Okay,
They work for the government, I'm telling you.
that wouldn't surprise me either. But and then he kind of looks around and he's like, "Don't tell your mother this, because just so you know, I'm just minding my business." And so, I think the Millers are swingers.
I did not think you were going to say that, Dad. Do you even know what a swinger is?
The ones with the pineapples, yes. He'll like pull up
Yeah.
his phone and you'll see
No,
like
no,
these
no,
five
you don't need
photos.
to pull it up. Yes, it's the pineapple people, Dad. Oh my god. Yeah? You think that they're swingers, Dad?
Yes.
I mean, why don't you and Mom like talk to them?
I'm not about to have this conversation with. You know what, Max?
Yeah.
Max, I am going to go to sleep now. You have a good night. He'll give you a kiss on the top of your head. Like, I love you, sport, and
Thanks,
we're
Dad.
we're glad to have you home.
Yeah, me too.
And we'll pull the camera back from that, and then actually, before we even go into what Javier's doing, we're gonna take a quick 5 to 10 minute break.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you all for joining us for our playthrough of Not Yet. We'll be back after our break to continue on because we have now the rest of this 2.5 more scenes left to go. Will our characters meet and fall in love with each other, or will they pass on by and miss out on the
Yay.
chance of love? Alrighty, bye y'all. And welcome back. I hope you guys had a good little break. Erin, I hope you had a good break as well.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
For the hydration that we got redeemed earlier on. I know I didn't have it at the time, but I just want to know I haven't forgot it, so I'm taking my drink right now.
Oh, yeah. I did all this and I didn't get water, so I'll do it after.
But yeah, so last we left off, we had some food with Max and their parents, and now we're shifting it over to let's say we're down in Belize, seeing how Maria's doing.
Oh, all right.
Because it's been a couple years since that entire thing happened, and I'm getting, what was it? There was the movie with Jason Segel, Chris Pratt, and somebody else.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah, I just watched it like a year ago.
The 5-year engagement or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's coming to mind right now. So it's just like, maybe we find them, they're actually living their best life down in Belize right now.
Yeah, that will be great. Okay. All right. So where is Javier now in his life?
I think he's moved on from those small little fluff pieces to now doing stuff more serious. He's actually probably delved into politics now. So like being in Belize is like giving him that break of having to deal with U.S. politics at the at whatever time this is. So he's just like probably pops in just to see how everyone's doing, and then maybe that they're at the beach together, just kind of hanging out like old times.
Yeah. Okay. Does he still have the book? Oh no, he doesn't. He doesn't have the book. Oh my god, that's right. Okay. All right. Yeah, so Maria is very, very pregnant.
Oh.
And Maria also has a like almost 2-year-old as well.
Okay.
And she has never looked happier.
Okay. All right. That's awesome. I'm here for that. So, we'd say probably mid part of the daytime where they're walking down at the beach, you know, as far as she's comfortable walking down before they kind of just plop on down and take a seat. And I think Javi would be like, so how have things been over here for you, Maria? It's been a while.
Oh, you know, I'm so glad you asked. I have to pee every 3 seconds, so it's great. I love it.
I mean, all things considered, besides that whole aspect of it. Um, I just want to say I'm really happy for you. I'm glad things turned out really well for you.
Yeah, I would have never fucking guessed. I was not expecting this, let alone that. And she points to Pedro kind of swinging their son Nikki like over the water, kind of like, oh, and just kind of like windmilling them over the wave to like go back, and you hear like a shriek and giggle and stuff.
Mhm.
And Maria has like her hat. She's got like a really wide brimmed hat, and she's like kind of looking over at them. But it's been really nice. Healthcare is fucking amazing here, by the
Oh, I can
way.
imagine.
It costs like maybe a pocket change to have a baby, and they hook you up. It's
That must be nice.
It is so nice. I love it, honestly. Hey, I read that one piece that you did on the governor. That was like really, really cool stuff.
I'm so glad that they finally moved me up, but now I'm so tired of politics. It is so messy up there.
Yeah. I try not to read about it because it's a little. I mean, we've got our problems down here too, but it's nice. It's like a little. I love our little family. I never thought I'd say that, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I will be frank. I honestly had my phone on me for like the first couple months you came down here, and like if the call ever came down to come down and come grab you and also party with Beck, or not Beck, with Jordan, because I'm getting characters mixed up. But with having being able to party down here with Jordan and you, but obviously the call never came.
Yeah, it was. I mean, that's not to say I didn't want to call a couple times. I mean, he was driving me crazy in the beginning, but I don't know. You just kind of take the bad with the good, and sometimes, as long as you're willing to work on it, the bad ends up being kind of just as nice as the good. That's not to say, like there's a limit, right? I'm not saying
Right.
like, but he does like these. He has these annoying quirks. He definitely leaves the toilet seat up. He snores. He does not ever turn off the TV when he leaves the room. He just leaves it on. And that one, I just want to rip my hair out. But it's Pedro. That's who he is. It's nice. So.
I'm happy. I imagine this is like watching an episode of Scrubs where you hear all these complaints, but then it's just like they're gone, and what do you do at that point?
Yeah, I mean, but what about you? There was like that time that you called to tell me about that barista person, and then just nothing after that.
Yeah, I was a little hopeful with that one. I know it's silly, just like the whole like you meet a barista, you have a conversation, and maybe something comes up from that, but nothing came from it. I gave her my number, and I also lost my book at some point. I don't remember where, but
I'm really not as heartbroken about that as you'd think I would be. Isn't that like a series of like 20? I feel like you should maybe read the others.
Look, the others aren't bad. It's just that one was my favorite.
I know, Orc and the Tiefling. It's a two worlds kind of situation. I get it.
Exactly.
I mean, Javi, haven't you ever thought about just going back to the cafe?
Oh, wouldn't that just be weird? Like, she didn't call me for a reason. What if
I think it's weirder that you didn't go back.
I think it'd be weirder if I showed up and be like, "Hey, yo, what? You didn't call me. What's going on, girl? Like, what?
Is that what you would have said? You would have walked in there and be like, "Hey, why did you call me?" Oh my god!
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't. I wouldn't have said it like that. But I would have just probably. I would have. I don't know. I just didn't want to. I just didn't
What
want
is
to. I
that?
got it in my head. I'm sorry.
What's
I got
that
it in my
stupid? What's that stupid line? Like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. you could have your Pedro if you just tried.
You're not wrong. I just refuse to admit that you're right.
Listen, I know it's hard, but one day you're gonna have to just come to terms with the fact that your friend is perfect and makes no mistakes and is right about everything.
Now you're just being extra for no reason. Like,
hey, I'm allowed to. I am about to pop another human being out.
Your pregnancy allows you to so much, but there's a point where I'm just gonna call it right here, madam. No, I'm not letting you get away with this.
Hey, speaking of this little gremlin inside of me, question: would you like to be the godfather?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the caveat that maybe you find a godmother one day or godfather. I don't know, but you know, if for some reason, I mean, I don't really care about like the nitty gritty about what it means, but Pedro's family takes it very seriously.
Yeah.
If we were to both, not be here anymore, then I'd want you to, look after them, but that means look after yourself. And I just worry because you have a lot of love to give, and you want to be loved also, and I want that for you. But
well, los padrinos están muy importantes, so I get that, but no, when I get back, I'll see if maybe I will stop by. Hope maybe they don't work there. I don't know. I will look. I promise I will head back after this little vacation. I'll see if they happen to be working there still.
All right. I will hold you to it.
I only really got their first name, which was Max. So, I'll see what I can do.
You didn't. Oh my God, Javier,
they have my business card. They have my business card.
Okay, you know what? We all have one of these. Okay. Hold on a second. Max.
No, you are not about to go looking and.
It's that cafe, right? It's the
Yes.
It's the one with the French name, Cafe du.
That one.
Blah, blah, blah. This one. Okay, Max Schrader found their Facebook. Oh, they're cute. That's adorable. Has a looks like a family cat. That does not look like a cat you just adopt because you want one. That looks like one that you inherited. Definitely still in big city USA. Okay. That's good. Oh, there's some pictures with a guy. Oh, there's a kissy picture.
Oh.
But that was a year ago, and it says single.
But I mean, how many people actually paid? Yeah, you're right.
Listen, their last post was 3 days ago. So.
What does it say?
It's just a meme with a Garfield wearing a cowboy hat, saying, "Yeehaw! I love my Meemaw." So. They sound great. But 3 days ago, single.
Okay. All right. They're in the city somewhere. Does it say that they're still at the spot?
Doesn't say for sure, but there is a picture of a coffee cup that looks like a public cafe. So maybe. I found your book.
What do you mean?
I found your book. I'm gonna hand you the phone, and it's a picture of your book, and the caption's my newest obsession.
Huh. That's weird.
You have to go back. Now you have a reason. Get your book back and like go on a date.
We'll see where it goes. How about that?
Oh, no. Listen, I will let you leave this country if you promise me you will go right from the airport to the cafe to get your book back at least.
Give me a day, okay? Look, I'm not as young as I used to be. These layovers and flights are killer, okay? Yeah, the next day.
Ew.
The next day I'm right back.
Whatever, fine. You've got 24 hours, Mr. Geriatric, and then
I'm not that old.
Oh my gosh. Here,
There's
give
no
me
winning here.
Put sunscreen on my back. I'm too pregnant.
Okay. And then he just starts putting the sunscreen on, and we'll just kind of move on from that scene.
Amazing.
Alrighty. Now we'll be on to
our D4.
Our D4.
Oh my god. Oh, mine's on the ground. What is yours?
What is yours?
Mine is a 2.
Mine is a 3.
Nah! But hold on, what does 1 mean?
That's a great question. A 1 means if the roles are within one of each other, your characters see each other clearly as they enter and exit the scene, but they do not interact.
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Now we do have a little bit of time to take into consideration, so we can play this out in a way where that becomes our complication, and we see each other as we're exiting, and then we're left with the choice at the end of the scene: do we come back and maybe see where things go?
Okay. Okay, what are you thinking about the scene?
All right, I'm going to pull up one of the many amazing charts that actually can be found to help out and assist with rolling for scenes in Not Yet, and we're just gonna head up to the finale one, and I don't want to say, you know what? I'm gonna roll another D4 and let's see where this goes.
Okay.
I thought I'd never see you. You run into one another in a place where it would have seemed everything has worked out, except the romance, of course, at least not yet. So, maybe this is the day after Javier came back. So we're not even years. It's like after like 2 weeks of being in Belize, he comes back, recuperates the next day because traveling sucks, and goes out for the coffee shop in the afternoon.
Okay, that's perfect. So what I had in my head was with that, I was hoping you do. I never thought I'd see you here. I was also thinking maybe there's like a small like wedding reception happening there at the same time, and it's not like she won't be able to like, if we're doing the one they can't speak to each other in or out, then she's like really busy working and won't be able to talk to him. But it's also kind of busy, so there's not really a chance for them to talk at all.
Okay, that will be interesting to play out. What is it? You rolled a 2 and I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
So it will start off with me as what is it? That afternoon, I imagine Javier is going to be, taking and driving his vehicle over there, and he runs, just like you said, into the fact that at this venue there happens to be that wedding, and he's like not dressed for this whatsoever. He's probably in like something that's a little bit more comfortable, maybe not, probably like a collared shirt and like jeans, with some Vans on, and then he sees like, oh shit, there's a wedding going on.
Yeah, it's like I would say that it's like a very casual, not casual, it's very fancy, but it's like you're not supposed to go in if you're not like a part of the reception, but the door's not locked or anything. Like people are still coming in, kind of situation.
Yeah. So I think he's going to try and like take a look just to see like if anybody knows if it is just to see like who's all there as far as like who's this wedding belong to. I probably wouldn't know anybody there. So like, yeah, he's gonna try and talk his way in. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a reporter down there, just kind of reporting on like some of the wedding stuff and like that. So that'll be his way into.
Yeah. I think definitely like the people, like somebody like a bridesmaid is like, oh my god, they're gonna be the paper, that's so cool. And then like, hi, my name is Miranda, that's Myranda. I'm the maid of honor. That is do you need a picture of me? This is my good side.
No ma'am, I'm sorry, I did not bring the photographer with me. I will make sure to list out all the credentials that I can. Well, I will get you if you give me your email address, I can forward you the consent, the release sheet, so that way I can publicize whatever it is that you want me to do.
Yeah, totally. Sure. And then she goes off and she's like doing other wedding stuff, completely does not care once she heard that the picture's not going to be in there.
Yeah. And then he's going to be kind of like walking in, but he's going to like stay kind of towards the back and try not to draw as much attention as possible. What is Maxine doing? Oh, what is Max doing at this point?
Max is definitely, they are wearing like a really cute, like those 90s style dresses that are like the spaghetti strap. It's pale yellow. It's got a little fringe on the bottom, and like a cool like denim jacket on top, and they are kind of facilitating the pastries, making sure like where the trays are going, making sure everybody, like checking to make sure people need water. It's the tables are all kind of put together into two long like strips of like circle tables. And so they're just kind of like making sure the staff is working out. And I think it's very clear that like they now like own this. Like this is like, they're not just a barista anymore. This is somebody with a little bit more confidence. And they're just kind of like busying themselves, and they look up and they see you. And there's like a second of like, what are you doing here? And then like a wave, and then like their attention gets pulled immediately, and they go the other way.
I think you kind of see as he'll like start kind of like scooting over, trying not to continuing to be like the wallflower, just to kind of like avoid everything. And then as soon as he gets like towards that side, before he can take another step to kind of like make that turn, that's when like the music, somebody will pop in inside. The ceremony will start in 2 minutes. Please silence all your electronics, and please make sure that you are not taking any flash photography, as we currently will have those photos up post the wedding. So please enjoy at the wedding of let's do Tara and Casey.
Yeah, good. I love it. Cool. Yeah, I think it's like set up nice on like the brick, along this brick wall kind of thing. And there's like, and they're like, I would say I'm gonna say Tara's definitely wearing like a black dress, like a cute little dress, like a big black flower in their hair, and like a
Yeah.
leather jacket and combat boots. And what is Casey wearing?
I think Casey. I think she's going to be wearing probably a tuxedo for her deal. So it's but it's black and it's gonna have like what is it? Let's say it's a green tie that she's wearing, and because it's probably one of Tara's favorite colors.
Yeah.
For just to kind of like match up with that. So that's probably what she's wearing. She's like standing there. Her bridal party is probably a mix of du- uh, dudes, chicks, and non-binary people that are like in either a tuxedo, a dress, or something more comfortable to whatever they're wearing, as they're just like Tara's facing out that, or was it Casey's facing with her back towards where Tara would be walking into.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna say Beck is also best friends with Tara and is like walking her down the aisle, so to speak. Yeah. So that's why they were able to get this like for basically free to do the wedding here.
Absolutely.
So I think so do we want to, when we do, are we doing this scene and then they see each other again and then they decide if they're gonna come back, or do you want them to have a short conversation?
I'm open to either or. What are you feeling? Or do you want to leave this up to dice?
Ooh, let's leave it up to dice.
Okay. So if same rules as same rules with the game, we have to roll the same number to see if they have the conversation.
Okay.
And kind of go from there.
Okay.
What'd you get?
A 2.
I got a 4.
Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. So they don't see each other. They don't say anything to each other.
Yeah, they're not able to, because as soon as Tara, what is it, comes walking down, the ceremony begins, and it's like Javi's just stuck there. He's like, I am not supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
No one's questioned me, and I am stuck.
Yeah. I think at one point, Max is like quietly going behind the counter and pulls out the book that she's had the whole time, and it's been like right underneath like the register, and they kind of like, as if there's a moment where they catch Javi's eye, they like hold up the book.
And he points to himself.
And then like they kind of go back to what they were doing. And then like I think that's all that they don't look at them for the rest of the, I think weddings are a little awkward for them, so they don't look at Javi for the rest of the ceremony.
Do you think for Max they would have gone as soon as like the service, the service was done, that they would have as soon as the service was done, do you think they would have gone straight back into like doing work mode stuff, or what do you?
Yeah, I think they would have, and I think they would have kept it, like maybe try to see where Javi was during the whole time. Would he have stayed, or would he have ordered something or left?
I think when he wasn't able to, because I imagine like after that, and they weren't able to make eye contact, he goes to look one more time, because I'm sure he was stealing glances as much as he could before he looks over and he sees Max isn't there anymore, and he's like, fuck, where do I go? What do I do? And then as soon as like, hey, we're about to start the reception, go ahead and everybody get your seats going, as like the wedding party like bounces on out to do like the quick change before they come back in. He's like, I need to go, and he's probably just gonna like walk away at that point.
Okay. Can I do this without rolling? I think because I fucking love these movies. As we see like Javi walking down the street, I think you see in the background like a glimpse of yellow kind of rush out the door, and then you hear Max say like, "Hey, Javi."
Max?
And she kind of like, she hands over the book. This is a series, right?
Yeah, it's a 20-parter. I think the next one's supposed to come out in about 2 months.
Well, I mean, this is the first one. Do you have a copy of the second?
I do actually. Would you like to make an exchange? And I can get that one back, and I can get you the second one.
Yeah. Maybe don't wait 2 years.
If I remember correctly, I gave you my number, and I've been waiting for 2 years for you to call.
Fair.
But it's okay. I'm sure you had things going on, so I get it.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Listen, wedding is going to be done at around, I don't know, 6. If you stop by, I'll make sure I'm there that time.
Yeah, I'm happy to hang out a little bit. If you can actually text me your number, I can text you back, and that way we're not spending another 2 years trying to get a book back, or at least this time it can be a book exchange.
Deal. And they're gonna grab the business card out from the book that they'd used as a bookmark the whole time, and they're gonna like kind of like tap it against their hand like that and say, "I'll go do it right now."
Okay.
I'll see you later.
All right. I'll see you in a bit. Don't eat anything, because if you're not busy, I can drive us to go grab something to eat.
Okay.
If you don't have any plans.
Nope. Not yet.
Okay. And then you're gonna see as he kind of like starts walking back and smiling as he walks away.
Oh my god, I'm in love. I guess that's it.
I think that's where we'll leave that off for our characters. So thank you, Erin, so much for playing this game with me. It was awesome to be able to take this journey with you.
It was so fun. Thank you so much for having me. This was one of those, like, I wouldn't play this game with anybody else, so thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm thankful that you wanted to play this game with me when I reached out to you. So
absolutely, that was so fun, and I love the game. It's very easy to follow. A very good 2-player TTRPG.
For sure. Well, with that being said, we'll go ahead and hit our outro. Erin, go ahead, tell us who you are, where you are, where we can find you, what are you doing, and anything you need to plug.
I am Air My Laundry on Twitch, and I'm a cozy horror streamer, and I also am a Crit Award-winning storyteller for Ain't Got Crit for Philly by Night, and I do a bunch of stuff, and I'm the founder of the TTRPG Collective, so we just hit 801 members today, so if you want to get us up to 1,000 before our birthday in October, that would be super duper, and that's it.
Cool beans. Well, again, congratulations on reaching that milestone. Hopefully we can get you up to 1,000. And then, shout out to Taylor Navarro and Porna for making this beautiful game. Again, this is not yet. They have, they're up on DriveThruRPG. Go ahead and take a look. Purchase it and play this with somebody that you love, your friend. anybody that you want to play this game with. And yes, I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. And we appreciate you all for tuning in today. Thank you all so much. And I think we'll take what is it? God Killer's following us here next. So stay tuned. We'll be playing that game here shortly. Not us, but next people.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all.